What up, y'all? It's OG baby mama. I know I look a hot mess, but it is 9:45. Well, probably like 9:50 by now. At night on a Tuesday night, I'm leaving my class. I'm in school getting my master's, and I didn't want to miss the opportunity to just talk briefly about this season in my life, because it hit me when I was sitting in class. This is our, I believe, 4th week of a 16-week semester in my master's class. I'm getting my master's in the field that I'm in. I am a social worker, and I have my bachelor's, and I have a license in social work, but I'm back in school to get my master's. And when I tell y'all, I feel like my life is in shambles. Like I was having some personal issues going on. Let me cut my car light on. Bam, here I go. I'm trying to multitask. But I was having some personal issues going on last night, so I didn't sleep good. I've been hella emotional. It's been some things going on with the kids. I have to talk about that later. Everybody cool as far as health and all that, but just stressful trying to keep my head above water with everything they got going on, and trying to be a single parent and working and going to school. And it hit me when I was in class, like, I'm in my resistance stage. Like, you ever thought about like naming your stage of life? You know what I'm saying? Like thinking about, naming your season of life, like thinking about the season that you're in and just kind of putting a name to it, so you could just kind of really get a grasp on what God is doing in your life right now, or just kind of trying to pinpoint that. But anyway, I was thinking, like, this is my resistance stage, to where every step of the way I'm fighting God. And I don't think I ever done this in my whole life, because usually I've been forced into some things, like my son passing away, my dad passing away. I got forced into those traumatic life events happening. I had no control over that, and I just had to deal with it and go with the flow of that. Some other things, like going to go get my degree, the first 2 times I did it out of necessity, because I was tired of working for pennies and just felt like I wanted to learn more and educate myself. But at this stage, I am so resistant, because I was sitting in that class and I was like, I don't want to be here. I didn't want to be there. I still don't want to be there. But I feel like God is using me to do something that in a year, 2 years, 5 years from now, I'm going to look back and be like, oh, this is what he was doing. Because right now, I'm just resistant. I mean, when I talk about from my love life to my job, who I like, I love the people I work for. They're really nice. I don't have no problem with my employer. I come from a job that I hated to now this job that's nice. My supervisor's nice. Everybody friendly. They're not breathing down my neck. I make my own schedule. Like, I still don't be wanting to go every day. Like, I'm so resistant. Like, why the hell am I here? This ain't what I want to be doing. Why am I in school? I don't want to be here. I should be making dinner for my kids. I should be checking homework. Then when I'm checking homework, I don't want to be checking homework. They should have a dad here. Somebody should be helping me. What's wrong with me? God, why you got me doing this? Like, so me and God beefing right now. And I just came on here to tell somebody who going through the same thing I am, don't leave me out here by myself, y'all, because I need to know somebody out there beefing with God too, or have beef with God. And what did y'all do to get through this time? Because one thing I know for sure is I know he gonna come through. And I was sitting in class thinking, like, I'm gonna look back at this and be like, yes, God, you always know what you're doing. I know he know what he doing, which is why one day at a time, like last night, I'm gonna just be transparent. I was going through some things in my personal life, and I cried myself to sleep last night. And I don't do that often. I haven't done it in a while. But when I tell you, I couldn't even tell you why I was crying. Like, I cried yesterday, like 2 or 3 times. I cried the whole way home, which it took me about 40 minutes to get home. I cried all the way home. I cried myself to sleep. I woke up in the morning crying. My eyes were puffy. I canceled one of my clients today because I just couldn't do it. I was just so emotional today. And it wasn't even about the thing that I thought I was emotional about. It was about everything I was going through. And we need to be careful that we're not projecting our own stuff onto people who really care about us and mean us well, but we just so stressed and full of our own fears and anxieties and things that we put it off on people in our life because they close to us. And I feel like I did that. So I might need to call somebody and apologize. But they can wait. I ain't about to do it right now. Right now I'm making this video, and I'm just letting y'all know, if y'all going through a season of resistance to where God got you doing all these things and you really can't quite put your finger on why, because it's hard, you struggling, you going through it, you cried yourself to sleep sometimes, just remember it's only for a season, y'all. It's temporary. He know what he doing. His plans are not our plans. His ways are not our ways. And he haven't left me. He haven't forsaken me. He knows exactly where I'm at. And it made me emotional just thinking about it. Because I get up, like it's, I've worked for the most part all day. I just went to class from 4:15 to 9:45, 2 classes. It's a Tuesday night. My kids been at home all day by themselves. Once they got out of school, they had to do homework, fix their own dinner, get themselves to bed. Now I'm about to go home, shower, hop in bed, get up, and do it all over again. Take my daughter to school at 6:30 in the morning. Get the other ones to school. Get everybody where they need to be by 8. Get myself to the office by 8:30. And it's about to start all over again. But God knows my struggle, and I know I'll be rewarded. And I just wanted to come on here and tell somebody else, if you going through it, just know that he know exactly where you at, and he planned this. This is in his order. It might not be the way you want it to go. Things might not be exactly how you like them to be. You might not have the help and support that you deserve or even feel like you need, but everything we need for real is already in us, and he put it there for us to have and use and take advantage of. It might just take some strategic planning, some thinking, some rearranging, some, robbing from Peter to pay Paul. But when I tell you God is sustaining me, because I feel like it's that faith of a mustard seed that he knows that I have, that despite no matter what I've been through and no matter how many people he allowed to walk away from me, how many people I've had pass away, and how many people I've lost, how many things have happened to me, how many doors have shut in my face, he knows that I still got faith. I feel like mine is more than the size of a mustard seed. But even down to last night when I was crying and just upset, and my faith was wavering, just like, God, why don't I have the help? Why don't I have support? It's people that got help, got kids, fathers that's doing all they can for them, and they don't appreciate it. Like, God, out of 4 men, why don't one of them help me with one of the kids? I would be so grateful. It's people that got that and don't care. And I was just going through all this woe is me and this pity party, and I just put balloons up and had banners and streamers and was having this whole pity celebration for myself last night. Well, I gave myself 24 hours to do that, because tomorrow is back on. I'm feeling so motivated because I made it through the day. And sometimes I think when people do stuff like commit suicide or have nervous breakdowns, it's because, and I'm speaking from experience of having a nervous breakdown before, it's because you can't see past the one day or that moment of that upset and of that depression, of that sadness. And I prayed this morning so hard. I said, God, just let me make it through today, because I was feeling so low, y'all. And like I said, I don't even know why. Everything just hit me. And I was just feeling so bad. I was like, God, just help me make it through that day. So I came on here, y'all, telling y'all it's bedtime. I'm almost home, and I done made it through the day. So all glory to God. If you out there and if you hear this story, I just want to let you know you can do it too. You got it. In 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, we're going to be looking back at this like it was all worth it. God knew all along. So shout out to God tonight. That's all I really got to say. I know it was all over the place, but I had to get this out and tell somebody, because I know I can't be the only one. So peace out, y'all.